Hey everyone, R2 here, Rebecca Robinson, coming to you with a quick training that a mentor of mine suggested that I do for all of you. So today's topic is reach outs and making connections with your prospects. So if you're like me, you have struggled from time to time with making those phone calls. You know that you need to do it for your business, but you have a whole lot of conversations in your head about why you can't, why you should procrastinate, lots of other things you can find to do. So, in the course of trying to deal with this for myself, I listened to some coaching and I took the suggestion and ran with it. So what I have done lately is been sending out voice clips using Facebook Messenger, using WhatsApp, and even using my regular text messaging instead of actually making a phone call and leaving a voicemail. So it's essentially the same process. However, I know that for me, sometimes my hang up has been, what if I'm interrupting somebody? What if this isn't a good time? What if they're doing something with their family right now? What if I'm inconveniencing them because they pick up the phone in the middle of something they really shouldn't be picking up the phone? So in order to get over that obstacle, I decided, okay, I'm going to actually record a voice message. And also, this way I can send out these messages outside of what's traditionally maybe an acceptable time to call people. So like a text message, this message is going to get to my prospect and then they get to choose when they have the time to listen to it. The other positive thing about doing it this way instead of actually just sending a text message is that they get to hear your voice. And they get to hear your enthusiasm and your energy, and they feel the excitement that you're trying to convey, which does not necessarily convey through text, even when you're using emojis. It's also a nice personal touch. So anybody can send out a text message, but to actually take the time to leave a personal message for somebody, I've actually gotten feedback that it was a nice touch and that it was unique and they'd never had that before. So it's been very effective. The other thing is you can send out 20 messages to people within really a couple of minutes, and that's a lot faster than you can make 20 phone calls and maybe get some people on the phone who say, no, call me back at a certain time, or you're leaving a message. There are a lot of different things that can happen in that case. So what I've done, or how I started, was by having a script. We keep getting taught by our mentors how important it is to have scripts. I personally have worked in inside sales before, and I know that having a script helps keep you consistent. It also helps you hit the points that you want to hit. So the purpose for our contact here isn't to tell them all about our business. The purpose here is just to get them engaged in a conversation with us, hopefully in a phone call with us, but at the very least messaging back and forth so that you can share with them what you're working on. And so what I've done is I've written out a script. I'm just going to pull it up here so my eyes might be looking in a different place. And I'm going to read it to you. So here's what I wrote down. Hey there, it's Rebecca. How are you? I was just thinking about you, and I thought I'd drop you a quick message and see how you're doing. I'm working on a really exciting project right now, and I'd love to share a bit of information with you about it, but mostly I'd love to just catch up with you and see what's new. It's been a long time since we've connected. Let me know if you've got some time in the evening this week to catch up. I'd love to hear from you and find out more about what's going on with you. Talk to you soon. Take care. So I'm going to play the recording I did for you, but a couple of points I wanted to make in here. First of all, I didn't say their name, so this is a generic message that I can use with anybody. Also, I wanted to let them know I was just thinking about you, so I wanted to drop you a quick message and see how you're doing. I'm sharing with them that I'm working on a really exciting project, so this is a great generic training that it doesn't matter what company you're with, you can use this. But I brought it back around again that really I want to find out what's going on with them. Really, you want to always make this about the other person. You do not want to make this phone call about you as much as you're excited to share your product, as much as you, believe it's going to change their life. Our job is to bring value to other people. And so we really want to focus this call on actually just connecting with the person, find out what's going on with their life. If you ask questions about what's going on with another person, it's going to come very easy to you how to direct your next questions and bring it back around to whatever product you're trying to introduce them to. So I've also made a point that it's been a long time since we've connected, because there's a lot of people in my warm network that I haven't talked to. My Facebook network, let's say, for example, there are a lot of people there that they're on my Facebook friends list, but maybe I haven't talked to them in a very long time, or maybe not even ever. Maybe I've just connected with them on Facebook. So these are all different reasons to get engaged in the conversation. And in the last section, I talked about, if you have some time in the evening this week. So that could be different for you. Maybe you work a night shift and you have mornings to be able to do your phone calls. For me, I still work a full-time job, so I know that I need to direct those calls as much as possible into the evenings or weekends. So that way you're kind of setting the tone, but it also gives the person an opportunity to message you back and tell you exactly when they're available. And let me tell you, the people who message back, they tell you exactly when they're available. And that way it makes your time a lot more efficient. You're not trying to dial and leave messages or just dial and hang up 3, 4, 7 times with the same person. You call them back when they tell you that they're available. So I'm going to now show you. I have my phone here. I just need to get logged in. So I have it up on the voice memos function. I've got it on an angle because then you can actually see my screen. And I have already this message recorded. So I'm going to play it for you and hopefully you can hear it.
Hey there, it's Rebecca. How are you? I was just thinking about you and I thought I'd drop you a quick message and see how you're doing. I'm working on a really exciting project right now and I'd love to share a bit of information with you about it, but mostly I'd love to just catch up with you and see what's new. It's been a long time since we've connected. Let me know if you've got some time in the evening this week to catch up. I'd love to hear from you and find out more what's going on with you. Talk to you soon. Take care.
So a couple of things. I recorded this several times. I probably recorded this, I don't know. I've been doing this a while, so I'm comfortable with talking to the camera or talking to the recording, but I made 5 or 6 attempts at that recording. And that was after my script that I'd read through several times. So the other thing is, again, I didn't say the person's name. I can send this to anybody and I don't have to worry about personalizing it that way. The other great thing is that right from your voice memos, there's a button that allows you to share it. So for example, let's say you're sending it to somebody in Facebook Messenger. You can send it to that one person, but then you can go into Facebook Messenger and just forward it out to however many people you want to do in there. With text messages, it shows up that you're recording attachment, so it's not the most optimal way. I would say that using regular text message would be the last way you want to do that. You may want to just get really good at saying your script until it's natural and then get on and leave that actual message. With WhatsApp, probably with Viber, I would think would be the same. You can forward it like you do with Facebook Messenger, and then you can, in the WhatsApp program, forward it out to people in your contacts. So I've found it really effective with sending out 48 messages. I got at least 14 people returning. So that's a pretty good ratio of people getting back to me, at least to start engaging in the conversation. And I will add, some of these people are people that I haven't talked to in 6 to 8 months, maybe even longer. And some of them are people I barely connected with before and still they responded. So the point is, you want to be enthusiastic. You don't want to sound like you want something. You want them to know that you genuinely want to connect, and really you should want to genuinely want to connect with these people. It's a great way to get engaged belly to belly almost. It's a little bit, a lot of the people I messaged are far away, so it's more virtual still. But people respond to this. People want to connect. In this day and age of everything is on social media, getting back to the basics and having the person-to-person connection where they can feel your energy, it's amazing where this is going to go. And even if they don't become your customer, which, I mean, sometimes that takes a little bit of time, you're going to cultivate those relationships again, and you're going to be able to get referrals out of them. Eventually, they might become your customer. If at the very least, you have now re-engaged with somebody that you connected with maybe a long time ago, maybe not that long ago. So I hope this training helps. If you have questions, and I get a lot of them, maybe we'll do another video, but that's kind of the basics for today. I encourage you all to try it tonight. It is Sunday right now while I'm recording this. It's a great way to start your week, to create some momentous activity and some momentum, and get things booking up for the rest of your week and increasing your activity level. If you want to send one to me directly so I can listen and give you some feedback, I'm happy to do that. If you're not connected with me already on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, I don't know what to say then. Hopefully you are, if you're seeing this message. You can find me on YouTube too, because that's where I'm going to post this. So hope you guys have a phenomenal week ahead, a great day, and I will talk to you soon.